Hello, our grade 12s math lead learners. Without wasting time, I want to take you through the revision for mathematical literacy paper 2. Okay, now let's look at this. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and be part of this great class. All right. Study the layout plan of a classroom at Rosemary High School below that is used for examination purposes. You can see the setup. That is the chalkboard. You can see the chalkboard is this one. Right. These are the seats. You can see what is happening there. Okay, plan of classroom. All right, all right. Yes, yeah. That's right. Now, use the information above to answer the questions that follows. Right, you can see what do we have here. We have one, two, three, four. And this side, one, two, three, four. One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay. And then all in all, these boxes which are here is 24, as you can see. And there are those ones which are empty. Empty, let me just say E, it's empty. This one is empty. This one is empty. Right. Now, in this classroom, let's see what is happening. The first question is, determine the number of learners that will be writing the examination in this classroom. Okay. Remember where there's E, it's empty. Obvious. We all know the answer here. So how many are they? Because I told you that is 24 seats. And then which means 24 minus those three empty seats is going to be 21 learners. You see? 21 learners. That is the answer for the first one. I hope we are clear on that. And then 1.1.2, the question is, write the number of grade 8 learners, write the number of grade 8 learners to the number of grade 11 learners as a ratio in its simplest form. You see, remember in this class, the learners are being mixed up. You see, all right. Now, how many grade 8? Let me write the ratio here. Let me say ratio there, my learners. How many grade 8 do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We have 9 grade 8. It's 8 C's that you are seeing there. So, which means I will say 9 is 2. Okay. And then now is to grade 11. How many grade 11 learners do we have? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, grade 11 learners are 12. Now they're saying a ratio. Now, how do you simplify this ratio, guys? You divide by the smallest, or rather, you divide by the highest common factor. Which, all right, what are the factors of 9? It's 1, 3, and 9 itself. What are the factors of 12? It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 12. Now, factors are those numbers when you divide 12, they don't leave a remainder. So you divide by the biggest number, which is can divide both sides, right? 3 is the biggest number here, and this one is 3. So you can see that the highest common factor, you did this in grade 9. Highest common factor is 3. So you divide here by 3. You take your calculator and divide by 3. This one will be 3 is to 4. That is the answer, guys. So the answer for this one is 3 is to 4. I hope we are clear on that one. All right. Determine the number of windows in this classroom. Let's check the windows. Right, this is a plan. Oh, 1, 2, 3. What about, oh, this is a door. Okay, let's pass. 4, 5. All right. So the number of windows is 5 windows. You see, is the door opening clockwise or anti-clockwise? Now, clockwise, let me put a dot. It's when you do like this, it's clockwise. So anti-clockwise is when I start here and then I go like this, it's anti. So this door is opening clockwise. So the answer is clockwise. You get the point, okay? Now, convert the longest side of the classroom wall to millimeters. Let's look at this one, my learners. Which one is the longest side between 7.9 and 8.5? Obvious, it's 8.5. Now, let's convert it to what? To millimeters. So, what do we do? We're going to say 8.5, and then we multiply it by 1000. You see, from meters to millimeters, we multiply. From the smallest, which is millimeters, to meters, we divide. Don't forget about that one. And then the answer will be 8500 millimeters. All right, that's it. That is the end of this question. I hope you enjoyed. Okay, let's go to the next one. Let's go to the next one. Right, where is the next question? Which one is the next question? Okay, let's come to 1.3, right? I love this one. 1.3. Okay, now in 1.3, what are we seeing, my learners? We are seeing that the principal of Rosemary High School has decided to renovate the staff bathrooms and install new circular mirrors together with a few other renovations. The mirrors that will be boarded with black rubber band to make the edges safer is shown in the diagram below. So that is what we are having. It's a circle. It's also having a diameter, and the scale is 1:5. See? Or rather, it's not a diameter, it's a radius, which the one what that's what we're given. Now, let's look at our first question. Explain the meaning of the scale in this context. Okay? Now, what is a scale? You hear that things are drawn in scale. What is a scale? You see? All right. A scale, it represents, since this one is in centimeter, so this scale represent that 1 centimeter on the map, 1 centimeter on the map represent 5 centimeter in what? In reality. In reality. That's what it means. Others can say 1 unit on the map represent 5 units in reality. That's what it means when we say 1:5. You see, we are trying to look for the other one. We just say maybe 2:3, something like that. So that is what it means. Determine the diameter of the mirror to the nearest centimeter. Okay. Now, what you need to know in this type of equation, let me just workshop you a bit. 3.2. Now, when we talk about a diameter, diameter is 2 radius. You see, it's 2r, it's 2 radius. If you are given, let's say, for example, if we say we are given a diameter of 10 centimeter, we look for radius. So you say radius is equal to 10 centimeters divided by 2, and then the radius become 5 centimeters. This is an example, Vanag. You do this, and then now, when we look for a diameter, we multiply. So we say 2 into 15,35 centimeters. And then when you press your calculators, what do you get? What is the diameter there? Okay, it's going to be 30,7 centimeters. Now, the question say round to the nearest centimeter. So which means the answer is 31 centimeters. That is the answer for this one. So that's a beautiful 3 marks. Okay, let's go to 1.3.3. Calculate the length of the black rubber band that is used to make the mirror safer. You may use the following formula. Now, the distance around the circle is called circumference of the circle. Don't forget about that. The distance around the circle is called circumference of the circle. So, which means that you're going to say um, the circumference of the circle is equal to 2 multiplied by pi multiplied by the radius. This is what we are given. Okay, then we say is equal to 2. We are being told the value of pi, what must be replaced is 3,142, and then multiply by what is the radius? We know it's 15,35 centimeters. You see, and then you press your calculator for us to get that circumference. You see, and then after pressing, we are going to get 96.4594, and then you round to the nearest, so it's going to be 96.459 centimeters. That is the answer for the circumference. I hope we are clear on that, learners. Okay, hence, you see, hence it means use the previous. You get the point? Use the previous answer. Define the term circumference. Oh, what is the circumference, guys? That is the total distance around the what? Around the circle. So in this case, the question said in this context, meaning you must talk about the mirror instead of talking about the circle. So what are you going to say? Is the total distance around the what class? Around the mirror. That is the answer. 2 marks. See? That is how you answer this question. Let's continue. Let's continue. I hope you are seeing how to answer questions in mathematics paper 2, rather mathematical literacy paper 2. Okay. Let's have this one. 1.2. Again, interested on this type of questions. I love these calculations. I hope you are getting them. Now, Rosemary High School has a tuck shop that offers a variety of coffees, juices, sandwiches, muffins in different sizes. These are correct muffins, guys, not those other muffins. Now, the different coffee cup sizes used for the coffees are shown below. That is what we have there. Use the information above to answer the questions that follow. 1.2.1. A 250 milliliter cup of coffee costs 15 rand. Determine the cost of 1 milliliter of coffee. Now you're going down. You see, this one become a very easy question. I told you when you're going down, you should divide. You see, to now you rather now you're looking for the amount that it costs. So obvious, we're going to go down there. 1.2.1, 250 milliliter. It cost 15 rand. Now we are going to get what? We ought to get how much we want to find out about the 1 milliliter. See, 1 milliliter is going to be 15 rand divided by 250. And then how much? Let's press our calculator. This one it will be 0 comma 0.06. Press your calculator. That's what you're going to get. The reason why we're dividing, we're looking for 1 milliliter. This one costs 15, and then we want to check how much per liter in this amount that we're going to get. You see? Convert the size of the largest cup to liters. You see? Now you are from millimeter to liters. Then you're going to the biggest. That's when you divide. But if it was from liters to milliliters, we're going to multiply. So here, the answer, we're going to say 500 milliliter over 1000. You see, that's a liter. So in liters, is going to be 0.5 liters. That is what we do. Don't get these things wrong, guys. This is easy in mathematical literacy that you should get. Okay. The tuck shop assistant fills the cup to 95% capacity to avoid spillage. Define the term capacity in the given context. All right. Let me bring it down to you so that you understand what is happening. When we talk about volume, volume is the amount of space in a shape, in an object. What is a volume, class? Amount of space in an object. What is capacity? Amount of substance in an object. Amount of substance in an object. You see? Right? So in this context, we're going to talk about this cup, the liquid which is there, okay? So which means we're going to say, refer to maximum amount of liquid, maximum amount of liquid that the cup can hold. That is what we have, okay? Now, hence, we're going to use the previous one. Hence, calculate how much coffee the 500 milliliter cup will hold at that capacity of 95%. So meaning we're going to get the 95% of that. So how do we do it, guys? We just come here and say 500 milliliter multiply by 95% is 95 over 100. And then you press your calculator. Let us press, we're going to get a beautiful 475 milliliters. That's it. That's how you answer this question. I hope you are getting how it is done, right? Let's go to the next one. Okay, I think this one, I'll make this one to be the last one till we meet on the next video. I think let's conclude with this one. Don't like to make my classes to be long. Okay, you decided to start a small printing and advertising business to generate funds that will assist you with the finances for your tertiary education. Your parents give permission for you to change the spare bedroom into an office space to do your business. The dimensions of the wall where you wish to place your desk against is shown in the diagram below. Those are the dimensions of the wall. Is the length 4.75 meter, height 2.5 meters. 1 liter of paint costs 18 rand 95 cents and covers 5.9 meters squared. That is the area. Determine how much it will cost you to paint the wall with a double coat of paint. You may use the following formula. Area of a rectangle is equal to length multiplied by height. Okay? I think this question is very, very interesting, but I know we're going to get the cost. Right. Where do we start, learners? Let's start with the area because we're being told about this. Okay. Area of a rectangle. Area of a rectangle. You can pause the video and try. What is the area? We're being told that it's length multiplied by a height. That's what we're being told. And then what is the length? It's 4.75 multiplied by 2.5. Now let us press our calculators. It's 11,875 meters squared. How many codes? Double. So meaning that we're going to multiply by 2. Get it? Then after multiplying by 2, we're going to get 23,75 meters squared. That is the area of the rectangle that we got. See? That is the area of the rectangle that we got. You see? Now, we want to check. Remember, there is an area that we already have. You see? So we want to check the number of liters, but or number of liters of paint. Okay, number of liters that we must have become easy. We're just going to say 23.75 meters squared over the area that we have meters squared. Okay, now press a calculator, and what are we going to have? If we press, we're going to get 4.0254. Okay, now let's round to the nearest. If we round the nearest, since it's more than 4, you cannot buy just 4 liters comma something. You'll just buy your 5 liters. That's what you will do. We're trying to reason. You see, buy your 5 liters. Now with your 5 liters, now we can calculate the cost. All right, let's go to the cost. How much? It's 89.95 multiplied by 5 liters. Okay, then what are we going to get? How much will it cost? Let's press our calculators. It's 449.75. That's it, 7 marks. The first thing, you calculate the area with the given information. And then the next thing, after getting the area, do the ratio. The bigger one divide by the smaller area. Look at this area that we have here. It will cover this area. Now we already have another area. The bigger one divided by smaller one, it gives us the liters that we must have and calculate the liters with the amount. Okay. All right. That's all for today. Thank you. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel till we meet on the next video. All right. Bye-bye.